If you are under the age of 18 and you are watching this video, please stop now. This video content is not intended for you. Okay, come sit, come have a chat with me. Yesterday we made some awesome whipped butters. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, please do so. I will leave that link down below in the description box. Still need another gift idea and you're not ready to put your chef hat on? Well, you're gonna love this next idea. They are mason jars. And who doesn't love a good mason jar? Who doesn't want to reuse a good mason jar? Stuff them with whatever kind of goodies that you like, whatever theme. You can do coffee, you can do spa, you can do teacher, you can do candies, chocolates, like tons of ideas available for you guys to stuff these cute little mason jars in. And this one has a little twist, a little peekaboo window that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So this is day 2 of the Christmas inexpensive gift ideas. I hope you guys like day 1. So let's get started in day 2 making these super cute mason jars. Now, what should I watch? So we're starting out with mason jars. I got these mason jars from the Dollar Tree. I love shopping the Dollar Tree for the start of my inexpensive gift ideas. Then I'll move over to the craft stores if they don't have it there, but I always start there. So that's, you can always transform the stuff, the color or whatever. You can always change that. Which brings us to our next point. I'm using spray paint. I didn't purchase any other spray paints. If you're a crafter, I'm pretty sure you have some of these on hand. So I hadn't decided which spray paints I was going to use, but I have a metallic spray paint. I have this really pretty robin's egg blue spray paint in Rust-Oleum, and then I'm also using this brush metallic. It's kind of like a tan, if you will. Really cute. And then a white spray paint too for my base, because I can use less coats that way when I prime it. So I'm getting my dies out my oval stash. I know some of you guys are OCD about how I store them. I have a video on how I store my dies, but they work for me. So at any rate, I'm looking through my oval dies, and oval and circle are in the same box. And I'm just seeing if I can find one that will fit the inside of this mason jar, because it did not come with a lid. I believe it's like a candle holder, really. So I also want to use this scallop over to make like oval, or scalloped oval die to make like a peekaboo window on the mason jar. So I'm just going to cut those 2 dies out in cardstock for the circle, 2 pieces, because I'm doing 2 kits, and then I'm going to be measuring that and putting that on the inside, because it doesn't really need a tinfoil liner or that tin liner to protect it. The cardstock is sturdy enough, and this is just glitter cardstock from my stash. And I'm running that through the Vagabond, as well as some vinyl that I'm going to run through as well with the scallop die. And I'm using this ugly color orange because it's not a color that I normally would use. So just find a piece that you would not normally use, and it has to be vinyl so you can peel it off when you're done painting. So I've cleaned the mason jar, wiped it off with some alcohol, and made sure it was nice and dry of fingertips and oil so that this will work. And you just want to find the spot where you want the little peekaboo window to go and place it on there. Try to get out as many bumps and wrinkles as you can. I know this is a curved surface, but try your best to do that. And I used the stitched scallop oval die, which I should have used a plain one, hindsight, but I really wanted to have those extra little dotted lines around, and you'll see later. So paint both of the mason jars. One is in white, and then one is with that robin's egg blue on top of the oval vinyls, so that when you take it off, you will have that window. So I let those sit. I did 2 coats of that. So I let those sit for a while I adhere the circles inside of the tops of the jars lids, so which you can see that I spray painted those with that metallic gold. Oh my god, it pops so well. I did 2 coats of that on the lids, just light little bursts of spray paint. You'll need to get real close or spray real heavy, because that will cause drips. So I'm using some art glitter glue, and I get the art glitter glue and the tiny bottles from Amazon. Both of those will be linked down below. So, and I like using this wet glue because it can stick to metal and all kind of other materials. So I'm doing paper to metal, so that's why I didn't use hot glue for that, because it'll just peel right off. So I did both of those lids, and now it's time to remove the vinyl from the jars. They've sat long enough. I don't want them to sit too long, because then the paint will start to attach and it'll flake off, and you don't want that to happen. So Then there's a little, aren't those little cute little dashes cute? But they didn't go all the way around, so I'm just going to take a little alcohol wipe and clean off the middle one. But the blue ones worked really well, so I left the blue one on. But I'm going to clear off those tiny little dots on the inside of that jar with some alcohol. And then I'm just taking the vinyl off of the blue, the Robin's Egg Blue. Such a pretty color. I buy this can and a pink can a lot, and the gold cans. Rust-Oleum is a good brand to use. It has the primer already embedded in the paint. So anyway, I'm not sponsored, but I really do love them. So, and I woodwork, and I use that for that as well. So anyway, peeling that on off. Look at those cute little stitches. I love them. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean those off, make them all look shiny and really cute. And then I put a matte finish coating on the top so that the paint will not flake away. So then now you can just load in whatever you want to load in. All of these things came from the travel section at the Dollar Tree. This is a toothbrush and toothpaste set. I'm using some Gold Bond lotion. It's the winter time here. I think those were mint tooth cleaners, toothpick things. I'm using a little Vaseline, this cute little Vaseline jar. It's so adorable. It's basically like just a hygiene kit. Good for teenagers if you want to do that. You know, so really fun to find like elements to put inside these cute little mason jars, and then they can reuse the jars, because remember we sprayed it with a matte finish. So I have 2 sticks of this lip balm. I believe it's mint flavored. I'm not sure, but it's a lip balm, and I put both of those sticks in there because they're super thin. I tried to find small and thin items so that I can pack this jar with. So those are the things that I decided to put inside there. I got some shred again from the Dollar Tree. So right now we're at like $6-7 tops with the jar, with all the items that you're putting in there. I think it was maybe 5 different things in there. You're shredded if you don't have it. Really easy. And the paper you already had in your stash. So hopefully you had paint to start out with. But yeah, I just filled it up with topped it off with just a little bit of the shred so they can open it up and it has some type of a, you know, cute little finish. And that peekaboo window, I purposely put that mint thing right in front, or that toothpick thing right in front, because it was cute in that little window. So we're going to do another one. Obviously, I didn't leave myself enough time to chit chat. Woo! So the second one is like a nail beauty kind of spa jar. So I did a nail eyebrow sharpener, pencil sharpener for your eyebrows. I have a lipstick and eyeliner combo. The Dollar Tree is really coming up on these kind of travel things. Like, you really can do a lot of different. They have bath bombs, all kinds of stuff. As you can see, this tiny little mascara. You get the drift. I'm using short, thin things that I can put inside this spa jar, so it'll just be a plethora of happiness. Look how cute that nail polish is. So adorable. I wish I could have found a tiny bottle of nail polish remover, but I couldn't. Instead, I have this cute, sassy, chic nail file and case, so they can, the recipient can use that little tiny on the go. I have some little cute scrunchy hair ties. Oh my gosh, this little beauty one is super cute. I really do like it. So I think it has a bunch of these cute little colorful hair ties. I just take it off the packaging and put it in there. And then we're going to finish it up with a little bit of the white shred so they can, you know, have a whole gift appeal. And right now I'm really just arranging it so that something pretty is in that little peekaboo window. So when they see it, it's like, oh, this is so cute. It looks store-bought. I absolutely love doing these type of jars. And again, you can do chocolate, you can do nails in the spa, you can do girly stuff, you know, tampons and pads and, you know, hygiene stuff like that. So I'm taking some twine. I think this came from like the Target band a year or so ago. I have it. It's golden white. It's on this little spool. It's $1. Any twine will do. And I like this because it matches the glitter. It's glitter and white, or foil and white, or tinsel and white. And matches the glitter and white stripes that I'm using for the covers inside the mason jar lids. And by the way, sidebar, look how cute that gold is. Like, I love that it pops like that. The metallic gold from Rust-Oleum, love it. So I'm just tying this twine around a couple times. My end goal is to, one, put some lotion on my ashy hands, but two, end goal is to make it like a little fluffy presentation in the front with lots of ribbons and trims. So I tied the trim around both of those jars several times. It doesn't serve a purpose to close the jar. It's is a decorative element only. And I'm using some red line tape to go around the perimeter of the outside of this mason jar lid because I want to attach some gold ribbon to it. I had this tiny little ribbon that I thought would work perfect, add an extra little spark to the glitter on the top, the gold on the lid, you know, just kind of bring it all together. And look at that glitter ribbon. Already just dug it out of my stash. Probably got it from the Dollar Tree, I'm not sure. It's inexpensive, I know that. So I just measured it around and I made sure that I used some double-sided adhesive. Hot glue won't work on this. It will not stay. It'll peel off shortly after. Pardon my Fitbit. I keep hitting it against the wall and it's ripping apart. So excuse that. Excuse the ashy hands and the broken Fitbit. Sorry. So I did that to both of the jars, and then I pulled some white ribbon out from my stash and tied that around that as well. Again, I wanted it to have that purchased gift look like you get it from the store with all these little fluffy ribbons, but I still wanted to show the peekaboo window. So you guys know me and bows, we are not friends. We have never been, but I managed to get something up there to look nice. So I'm going to tie this bow on this one. I wrapped it around several times. I'm going to tie it on this one, and I'm going to tie it on the other mason jar. Okay, that's enough of this treacherous bow situation. Let's move on. Y'all know that took me a long time. Anyway, so moving on. That's how they came out. Like I said, I tied them around several times, and look how cute that looks. The lipstick is popping out of the other one. The little toothed things are popping out of the other little peekaboo window, and I love it. So I have these tags that was gifted to me. They're gold, black, and white, but you can always alter them. You can add pattern paper to the back or to the front. You can change out the string, which is what I'm going to do. So I stamped that to from, and it has like the rim on it because I'm heavy-handed and I just plunged that die. Look at me trying to be all dainty now. Too late. I already stamped the corner of the other one, but I'm not changing it. I'm leaving that on there. So to from is on the back. I'm going to take out the black ribbon because it doesn't coordinate with what I'm doing, and I'm just going to use some twine that I used earlier on the mason jars to attach the ribbon to the sides of the jar. So again, using items from my stash, but you can find gift tags at the Dollar Tree. You can find them at Walmart. They're everywhere for $1 or $1.99, and you can just have your way with whatever design, or you can make your own with a stamp set that you have, or you can just use pattern paper and write a to from on the back. So do whatever makes you feel comfortable to save as much as you can to make a great gift. So I'm pretty sure the recipient is not going to be worried. But look how that looks. So cute. Just a little spaz. And we're done. Did the same thing to the other one. I got a little slow-mo play action for you. Look how they look. Ah, those are mints. Get the gunk out with the mint toothpicks. That's what those were. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. This is how they look all together. This is how the recipient will receive them. So cute. Look like they are store-bought. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Like this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.